Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's episode, we're heading to the Eye of the Tiger at Maple Leaf Wildlife Park. This is our first time building an entire zoo from scratch, so let's see how it goes.
After your sterling work in China, I got a bit of good news, better news situation for you. The good news is that I'm promoting you to apprentice zoo manager. The better news is you get to build a new zoo from scratch. I'll check in with you later. Good luck.
First, we're adding a workshop and a research facility to get the basics set up. These will help us manage staff and unlock everything we need for the zoo. Next up, we're adding some nyalas as our first animals in the zoo. They're pretty chill and a good way to kick things off. Right, forgot to hire the first batch of staff for the zoo. Let's do that now. We'll set up a nice habitat for the nyalas with plenty of space and some shelter. Nothing too fancy for now, just making sure they're comfortable and happy. Looks like one of them's sick, so we'll research the disease and fix it up. Calling the vet to tend to the injured nyalas. We're going to need more vets to tackle these problems. Now we're adding some more staff and guest facilities to keep everything running smoothly. Next, we're adding sable antelope as our new species. I'm also thinking about adding another animal in here later for some interspecies coexistence. better expand the sable antelope habitat so we can add the next species in here too. Adding black wildebeest.
Wow. Looks like we already have a zoo, don't we?
Installing heaters in case of rain or snow. Alright, about to do some research on the new animals. Up next, we're adding timber wolves. Really looking forward to having them in the zoo. Now we're adding in 2 exhibits to fill out the zoo a bit more. Raising ticket prices a bit. Guests keep saying they're too cheap, so gotta keep the part balanced. We'll be doing this throughout the video. Expanding staff paths here to fit the new power station. First up, we'll add common death adder into the exhibit. Next up, the Brazilian salmon pink tarantula. Gonna add some American bison to the zoo. Should be pretty cool to watch them roam around. Setting up some work zones now to keep everything organised.
In fact, it's settled. I'm buying all my staff Cosmic Cow ice cream.
I decided to remove that extra part of habitat which isn't ideal for the bisons, in order to open up a restaurant there for the guests later on. Guess we need a bit of a makeover to add the restaurant. Adding in the restaurant. Getting some staff buildings down to sort out another work zone. Almost forgot. Guests need toilets. Adding Indian peafowl now. They're one of the most common zoo birds, and guests love their colours. Setting up a work zone for this region of the zoo. Snow leopards will be the last habitat species here. Love how majestic they are. Just adding some coolers in their habitat to keep them comfy. Just building the exhibits now for our last two species. Putting a boa constrictor in one of the exhibits, definitely cool to watch. Adding the eastern brown snake to the second exhibit. These guys are fast and fascinating.
When I tasked you with building a zoo, I gave you some pretty ambitious targets to hit. But wouldn't you know it, you hit them all anyway. I think it's high time we dropped that apprentice from your title, huh? And to be candid, I'm particularly glad you hit the profit target, as I paid way over the odds for the land. Frankly, the amount I spent per square foot, you'd think I'd bought a penthouse apartment with solid gold toilets. It was worth it, though. Anything to stop the land going to that dreadful hedge fund.
Finish the goals for now. Going to stick around the zoo to add more species and fill out the habitats with some extra greenery. That's a wrap on the Maple Leaf Wildlife Park. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.